What's up, YouTubers? This is Seattle's Team YGOs, or Team Louis YGOs, with the deck profile again. This time we got Battlin Boxers.
Hello.
Alright, so let's go.
Okay, so for the monsters, we have 3 switch hitters. Switch hitters like a debris dragon for them. When he's normal summoned, I can special summon a boxer from my graveyard to the field. But if I do that, I can only exceed into Battlin Boxers, so that gets you your lead yoke, which is pretty beefy. I'll get to that after. Next, you have 3 Glass Draw. So his effect is, when he's targeted for an attack, it's like Utopia. If he doesn't have materials, he just dies. But when he's sent to the grave by a card effect, or when he's just sent to the grave in general, you can add a Battlin Boxer to your hand, so that gets you this back. So this plus this equals a loop already. So when you have yoke, it's basically like a constant loop, so you detach this first, and attach this, and get this back.
And you go into another one.
Yeah, and just make another one. Then we have 3 Headgear. Headgear is like the Foolish Burial for the boxers. You just Foolish Burial. You can Foolish Burial any boxer. So sometimes you might want to Foolish this guy. Say you have a switch hitter in the grave already. So when you Foolish Glass Draw, or when you Headgear Glass Draw, you can get his effect and just grab this back and then make a yoke for next turn. His other effect too is when he's in attack mode, he can't be he can only be he can be destroyed. Or he can't be destroyed.
He's a full Helm Knight.
Yeah, he's a full Helm Knight. And Counterpunch. He's like the Kalut Honest of the deck. I can banish him from my hand or from grave, and any boxer gains plus 1,000 during the damage step. I play 2 Spar. Spar is like a Keyzon, but if I special summon him off of his effect, I can't attack for the rest of the turn.
Can you special more than one?
You can special more than one. It's just a good turn play would be like this into this, which is like a yoke already. So turn 1, this is an instant yoke. Actually, anything really is an instant yoke. Which is good because it doesn't even matter if you can't attack during the first turn, since it's your first turn anyway.
Well, you only play 2.
Just keep it consistent. You don't really want to open too many of these if it's late game, because you want to get into your loop pretty fast. These 2, and just keep making yokes. And then say you're running out of yokes, you can just recycle your yoke back, and then just keep going from there. A couple tech card that I play is 2 Pyrex. You can manipulate the grave pretty much, or kind of. You can just slow it down, or you can speed it up with Headgear. Just start dumping. You can start specialing with this guy, with Spar. And since these guys get banished anyway, what's it called? It already clears up your grave. So you only really have 9 monsters you have to worry about, because you don't technically count these. So yeah, Pyrex is pretty good. And then I just play Gores, because Gores is pretty good. Stops OTKs. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's 17 monsters. Spells, we have Reborn, Heavy Darkle.
Who plays Darko anymore?
I do. Darkle's pretty good.
Yeah, Darko's pretty good.
Darkle plus Yoke is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. 3 MST. I think it's still pretty stable. I started playing Book of Moon again, just so I can like book their big monsters and use my big monsters that run it over. And then Mind Control, since everything is level 4 and kind of level 3. Mind Control is pretty good. Like Mind Control, like I don't know, just Mind Control anything really, and then make it exceed with it. Yeah. And I play Rhoda because everything's a warrior. Obviously except for Pyrex. Yeah, Rhoda's pretty good. I play Foolish just to speed it up a bit. Like say you have a switch hitter in hand, you could Foolish Glass Draw, and then that's your loop. Or say you're trying to push for game, and you have like one of these dudes on the field already, you could Foolish into one of these guys, and that turns him into 25 and him into 3k. And those attack numbers are pretty hard to get over right now. I play 2 Duality, just keep it consistent. Since this deck relies on the normal summon a lot, want to keep your draws pretty decent. Yeah. And then a tech card that I chose to play is a Lightning Vortex. Since Glassjaw gets its effect when it's sent to the grave, you can get it off of this. So say they have like the crazy nuts field, like the Megalo, Big Eye, crazy stuff. You can do Lightning Vortex to Glassjaw, grab this back. So their field is clear now. You can switch hitter back into Glassjaw, and then make a yoke, and just attack, which is pretty beefy already. Yeah. For the traps, I play 1 Judgment, 1 Warning, 1 Road. That's because I play a lot of monsters. 2 Torrential.
More yoke effect.
Yeah, more yoke plus, because Torrential and yoke is really good. Clear their field, and then just, this guy gets bigger and bigger. 2 Compulse. I might change it to 3, because 3 is really good right now. Actually, Compulse in general is just really good. Yeah. And 2 Bottomless. I noticed that I'm not playing too much monster effect negation, like Fiendish Chain or like Veil or anything. So I might change this to Fiendish Chain or maybe Breakthrough Skill. And I just play Threatening Roar just because the OTKs are nuts right now, like Dragons, Mermails. Even Prophecy can do it. You just gotta get real lucky. Yeah. So that's 40 cards.
How's the deck so far?
It's okay.
What's your worst matchup for this?
Worst matchup?
Versus best matchup.
I don't really say like there's a worse matchup in this deck, because any monster that can get bigger than Yoke, or that can take Yoke or return Yoke, kind of wins already.
Kind of big eye.
Because Yoke, yeah. If you big eye, this is kind of GG. But if this stays on the field with like say Torrential or like Compulse, it's pretty good. Your field is pretty good to start off with. So say like if they do their crazy push play, you can Torrential and then detach for Yoke, so he becomes 3k. Like he does something again, you have Compulse with it too. So Yoke, if I only lose to monsters that are bigger than Yoke, which is just kind of a lot right now, because you have Dragons and then Mermails can big eye it too. So the extra deck, it's kind of let's see, how do I want to say it? Like, it's not really put together, but cards all you really need to play is just 3 Yoke. So
3 Yokes.
If he's destroyed, if a Battlin Boxer would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, I can detach a material from him and save him, or save the Boxer, and this card gains 800 for every material that is detached off him. And the 800 is permanent, so he'll become a 38 beater. Combine that with like Counterpunch, that's 48. Yeah, so that's a pretty big monster. You can play pretty much any generic
Level 4s, like
great rank 4, yeah. So like Pappy is one, or
Black Ship and stuff
Dweller,
like that.
Black Ship, Utopia, and then Stardust for the Starlight Road. Because I mean, this deck really focuses on rank 4s, since everything is pretty much a rank 4. I don't think I would play a rank 3 for Counterpunch, even though I do play Mind Control. I don't think it's worth it. If anything, I'd probably play Zenbanes, but yeah.
Just to protect.
Just protection.
Alright.
So yeah, that's the deck.
Alright, thanks, man. Alright, this is Team Louis YGOs, and yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Later.